Today, we show the world our true strength. Perhaps it will give you some as well.
Can you feel that?
What up, boys and girls? This is your boy Hellraider here, bringing you a compilation of multiple gameplays and clips, I guess you want to call it. A lot of these are clips from actually really great games that I wanted to use, but I couldn't use them because either my PS4 didn't capture it, or Black Ops 3 updated and deleted the theater mode file. If you guys didn't know, I actually record gameplays all through the PS4 and either recapture them through the gameplay through theater mode. That's how I do pretty much all my videos. Then I re-render them and like show them on YouTube and whatnot. So that's been kind of shitty lately since they deleted a lot of the theater mode footage for gameplays like this, where I went 50-2 with a Weevil and basically destroyed the other team and broke their controls and whatnot. Anyways, so I know I'm a little late, but at least it's better late than never to explain my impressions and my thoughts about Infinite Warfare and COD 4 Remastered. Right?
Oh, no,
so I know there's a bunch of footage out there for Infinite Warfare, either playing the game or explaining little things or showing little tips and whatnot like that. I'm going to just tell you my impressions of it, just from watching people play, watching other people's videos explaining things, and watching a bunch of gameplay over the last, 2 weeks. Speaking of which, why I didn't actually do this video earlier is because I went on, a weekend trip vacation when COD XP was happening. I went to Hershey, Pennsylvania, and spent 3 days out there with no computer, no gameplay footage, and no rendering stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm really late on this. But I just want to give you guys my thoughts since I have been playing since COD 4 and what my thoughts are about it and about this new Call of Duty. So, after seeing the multiplayer trailer and the multiplayer overview and a bunch of multiplayer footage, I'm pretty interested in Infinite Warfare. I wasn't completely sold beforehand, but I'm definitely interested at least to try out the beta and to definitely get COD 4. Infinite Warfare is kind of expanding on the whole specialist idea, but instead of them being called specialists, they're called rigs. And rigs are more generated towards playstyles and what you want to accomplish in the game. There's rigs made for rushing, there's rigs made for defense, there's rigs made for stealth and flanking, there's rigs made for pretty much every purpose in the game. Every rig has a weapon, kind of like specialists in this game, and every rig has a perk from what I can understand, like a passive ability or a passive perk. The other thing that I thought was really interesting through the gameplay I saw was when people are fighting each other on these 6v6 maps and whatnot, there's their name and then there's actually a little health bar underneath them. That's like a game-changing addition to Call of Duty in my opinion, because that better works the game for people who are good at it. If you're pushing and rushing and pushing all around the map and you hit marker somebody and they kind of run away, you can pretty much see how much damage you've actually done to this person and if or should you chase after them and kill them, which most of the time you probably will anyways. This can change a lot of things from gunfights to, basically changing a player's mentality and meta for the game, which will be kind of interesting to see how people use it or if people actually do use it. Another interesting thing I saw in Infinite Warfare trailer was the variant system, the salvaging system for variants, and how variants have kind of special modifiers per weapon. Some are kind of ridiculous, some are not so bad. We'll see how they play those out. One of them I saw that was kind of interesting was a submachine gun that could have a underbarrel attachment. It was like an epic version of the gun. An underbarrel attachment that made it a semi-automatic shotgun on top of being a submachine gun. That's just ridiculous. And it was an energy weapon, so it could regenerate its own ammo, which is even more ridiculous. Speaking of energy weapons now, even though, for the lack of a better term, act basically like normal regular guns. They're not like the advanced warfare weapons where they couldn't penetrate walls, they just couldn't do normal bullet things. You can also silence them now. You can also standardize reload them. There isn't some wonky heat up fire rate type of deal. They basically print out ammo right back into the battery, which is quite nice. And if you don't have a full clip, it'll keep putting ammo into your clip until it's full, and then after that it'll fill up clips afterwards. There's a bunch of energy weapons that I saw. There's a bunch of most of the energy weapons are also the transitional weapons, like from the semi-automatic sniper to assault rifle, the like vector energy weapon lookalike to akimbo Glocks. There's a bunch of stuff. Gameplay looks very similar to Black Ops 3, if not closer related to like kind of the Modern Warfare feel from the maps I've seen, like the the Terminal remake, a couple of like the old town looking maps with sightlines and things like that. So it's definitely Black Ops 3 playable. There's gonna be wall running, there's gonna be like boost jumping and sliding and all that good stuff. From what I can tell, and from what other people have said, the boost jumping and sliding seems to recharge a tad slower than Black Ops 3. I don't know if they'll actually change that for when the game actually comes out, or if they'll, make it a little bit faster when the game actually comes out too. The beta for the game is, I think, October 14th, which I don't know how long it'll run for, but it'll run on PS4 first, so you'll be seeing that content from me, especially quickly, depending how hard or how far they let us go into the beta for leveling wise. One of the things that I think will make and maybe or break that game for Infinite Warfare will be the accessories or tacticals and lethals. There seems to be an abundance of lethal and tactical grenades compared to the normal like frag, semtex, molotov, concussion, EMP, shock charge, throwable like melee weapon and or a flashbang. They have those of course, but they also modify them a little bit, and there's a bunch more lethal grenades since it's more in the future. They have like a black hole, almost like concussion grenade basically, or tactical. You throw it out, makes a black hole. If they don't run away from it or try to run away from it, they're going to die from being sucked into a black hole. And while they're running away, they're basically stuck in place and you can shoot them down. There's those spider trip mine grenades, which kind of make me want to hate them a little bit. The exploding throwing knife is kind of interesting in my opinion. You kind of throw your whole stealth out the window when you throw it at somebody and they explode. You kind of know what happens. But we'll see what they do with that. So for COD Modern Warfare Remastered, which I'm super excited about, I've seen a bunch of gameplay for that. And the only minor things, these are all minor things, but I think all relatively decent changes to the game, which makes sense to make them more modern, of course. They added a medal system, kind of like Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, Ghost, Advanced Warfare. I think Modern Warfare 3 also had a medal system. Basically like Bloodthirsties, Kingslayer, double kills, triple kills. You'll see that pop up on your screen when you do them in game. Another thing, kill streaks go to 3, 5, 7 again, which I'm super stoked about. They'll stack. So basically if you get a UAV and an airstrike, right? You'll die, and when you respawn and use the airstrike and get 3 more kills, it'll spawn a UAV for you. So you can keep stacking kill streaks until you hit the maximum kill streak, which is 7. You can keep killing past 7, but you won't gain any more kill streaks, and they won't circle back around. Modern Warfare Remastered, the other couple things I saw, well, one, we're getting all the maps back, which I'm super pumped about. Before, it was only rumored to have 10 and 10 multiplayer favorites, and then I guess Activision must have changed their mind and decided to redo the last 6, but those 6 won't be available until December to download. A couple minor other changes that I noticed was, I don't know if you've ever played COD 4 in your life or anything like that, but COD 4, when you got experience for kills, it wasn't like any of the other Call of Duties after it. COD 4, if you played like TDM, you got 10 experience per kill. You didn't get 100, you didn't get 200, you didn't get 50, or you didn't get 20. If you played Domination, you got 5 experience per kill. Experience was much harder to come by in COD 4 than the rest of the Call of Duties. Now, that makes me wonder how easy it is, or how easy it's going to be leveling up, since now every kill is at least 100 points in COD 4 for TDM. Domination, I imagine, is going to be 100 points depending what you're doing. Search and Destroy is probably 500 points, and then they have game types that don't exist in current Call of Duties coming back, like Headquarters and things like that. The other thing I noticed was hit markers. In this game, you can just see right there, if I get a hit, it makes that little like cross check, that clear cross check that you hit them. Now, the last hit marker, which is if it kills them, will turn red in COD 4, making sure that you knew you killed them. Basically, it's a little nice indication that you don't have to go chase them down or hope they didn't drop in the last stand, or hope that from the gameplay I've seen sniper gameplay, I've seen submachine gun gameplay, I've seen assault rifle gameplay. The only gameplay I haven't seen, which I'm kind of disappointed in, I haven't seen any light machine gun gameplay, like the RPD or the M60 or even the SAW and what they look like. So I'm really hoping those are, you know, sound good, they look good, and all that other good stuff. I've seen a lot of gameplay. It looks fluid, it looks frenetic, it looks very much like COD 4. I'm very excited to play it. The only thing I'm kind of bummed out about is they changed some of the sound files for weapons, which some of them are great, some of them sound a little wonky, and some of them are just straight disappointing. One of the most disappointing ones, and iconic ones for COD 4, was the Desert Eagle. The Desert Eagle is one of the only two pistols in... well, one of the only pistols in that game that could get the regular camos and also be a gold Desert Eagle. The Desert Eagle is also like a 2-shot machine, and if you played hardcore, you could snipe people across the map. It was great. It was an 8-shot magazine pistol, and it just had a beefy, clangy, metally sound that it would just, you knew you were fighting a Desert Eagle, you knew it was powerful, and you knew it was going to murder somebody, whoever stood in front of it. This one, on the other hand, sounds muffled, doesn't really sound beefy, doesn't really sound powerful, and from what I can tell, or from whatever people said, is that it's apparently the same Desert Eagle sound as MW3's Desert Eagle, which was kind of also disappointing sounding. We'll see when we get there, we'll see what happens. Last noticeable change I'm going to be talking about today in this video is the sniper rifles. As far as they have let on, they said they haven't changed any of the ADS time, any of the damage, or anything else with sniper rifles for COD 4. The only thing they added, changed, is the dual render scope. So it's not going to be like the classic COD 4 scope where you have the aim down sights and the black around it, and then the sniper scope. It's going to have the clear scope and then the blurred outside scope, dual render, you know, the whole 9 yards. So if you guys enjoyed my impressions and my, thoughts about the new COD 4 Remastered and Infinite Warfare, please tell me what you think. Please tell me what you're excited to see out of it. Please tell me what you want to see for weapons or want to see in Infinite Warfare. Or please tell me if you've never actually played COD 4 and this is going to be your first time in all of its masterful glory. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the clips, the gameplays, and the random other stuff that's kind of in between here. This is your boy Hellraider, signing off.
Firebreak. It's the doing.